Okay. Meanwhile, your other friends will join. I will take a short break of 1 minute. Okay. Once again, we will begin our lecture. So, as far as this detailed project report is being considered, we have to consider the horizontal alignment, then getting the approval, which is based on the land acquisition. Okay. Then preliminary vertical alignment. Just a minute. Then payment design. Payment design, you can do it, that is for a flexible payment, IRC 37 2018, which will give you the two major important parameters for the flexible payment design. First is your rating failure parameters, and second one is your fatigue failure. Because as far as flexible payment is considered, in your interview also they may ask you a question like this: what is the most important thing as far as flexible payment design is considered? Okay, as far as flexible payment design is considered, two important parameters we are going to focus on. First is fatigue, and second one is rating failure. Okay, so constants for this fatigue and rating failure, we have to calculate, and you can do it using the IIT Pave software. Okay, there is one software developed by IIT Kharagpur. There are many IITs combinedly, and name of that software is IIT Pave. Okay, I will share that software again. I have the copy. Okay, so by using that software, you can determine these two parameters for the fatigue and rutting, and based on that, your design is going to depend. Okay, along with your master stability mix design, then material survey, material analysis, everything. And these two parameters you have to consider basically. Okay, because these are the two important which will lead for the failure of the pavements, flexible pavements, fatigue and rutting. Okay, basically. So payment design for the flexible payment, you can go for the IRC 37 2018. For your rigid payment, IRC 58 2015. Then again in the rigid payment, you have to focus on your PQC, that is payment quality control. Then your DLC, dryland concrete. Then your granular GSB layer is there. Your subgrade soil is there. Properties of your subgrade soil, everything. Okay. So payment design, then preliminary zone technical investigations. These are related with your soil conditions. Okay, soil conditions. Hmm? Then ground analysis data for the prepared for the structure. You have to prepare. Okay, that is analysis of the ground conditions. We call it as. Then environmental and social analysis, rate analysis based on the base rate of the state. Okay, that is our by using SSR we can do it. Cost distribution, economic and financial analysis. Okay, so in the DPR you have to focus on these parameters. Hmm? We'll discuss this in detail when we get some extra time. So how important is this survey? Why we are doing such things? So many things. Okay, as far as our road projects are considered. So some correlation being mentioned over here. Uh, why traffic surveys or traffic volume counting is necessary for deciding the lane configuration. Now you are familiar, lane distribution factor or whatever the cumulative standard axles you are going to determine, correct? CSA values you are going to determine. Na? N equals to 365 into bracket 1 plus R bracket is to N into ADF divided by R, whatever the formula that you are using for determining that CSA value. Okay, and in that we are going to consider the lane configuration, whether we will go for single lane, multi-lane road. Okay, so traffic counting, based on that you can consider the lane configuration. It is directly proportional, I can say, or it gives you some highlights about that how to go for that detailed projects of the road. Okay, or how we'll go for the road construction. Then soil CBR, very important parameter as far as our road conditions are considered. I think everyone is most familiar with this particular part. Soil CBR values, California bearing ratio values. Okay, for the pavement, subgrade soil basically, because your whole design will again this plays a major role. Okay, resilient modulus of subgrade soil as well as the CBR values. Then existing pavement temperature. Okay, so at what temperature your present pavement is there. Okay, how it has been designed, what are the environmental conditions, overlay thickness. Okay, then existing crust thickness. Crust means upper part only. Yeah, ठीक है. बेसिकली क्रस्ट थिकनेस जिथे रुरल रोड्स, ठीक आहे, प्रधानमंत्री ग्राम सडक योजना, रिजिड पेमेंट जे कामं चालतात, किंवा क्रस्ट थिकनेस आपण फाइंड आउट करू शकतो. ठीक आहे, क्रस्ट थिकनेस म्हणजे जो वरचा सेक्शन असतो रोडचा त्याला म्हटलं जातं क्रस्ट. ठीक आहे, तुमचा बिट्युमिनसचा लेअर असेल का किंवा कॉन्क्रीटचा असू द्या. ठीक आहे, मग त्याच्यावरती ओव्हरले करण्याची गरज आहे किंवा नाही. ठीक आहे, म्हणजे ओव्हरले म्हणजे काय, तुम्ही फ्लेक्झिबल पेमेंटवरती फ्लेक्झिबलचाच परत एक लेअर टाकताय बिट्युमिनसचा, किंवा रिजिडचा टाकताय, किंवा रिजिडवरती कॉन्क्रीटवरती तुम्ही बिट्युमिनसचा एक लेअर टाकताय, किंवा कॉन्क्रीटवरतीच परत दुसरा कॉन्क्रीटचा लेअर टाकताय, त्याला म्हटलं जातं ओव्हरलेइंग. आय थिंक सर्वांना माहिती आहे. फ्लेक्झिबल ओव्हर फ्लेक्झिबल, फ्लेक्झिबल ओव्हर रिजिड, रिजिड ओव्हर फ्लेक्झिबल, और रिजिड ओव्हर रिजिड, असे 4 टाइप्स असतात ओव्हरले मधले. Then the values, that is for the soil requirement. C value is basically your coefficient of basically as far as soil is considered, CBR values, then your strength parameters, then your OMC, MDD, compaction values we have to consider for the embankment as well as for your subgrade soil. Okay, embankment as well as for your subgrade soil. Again, one thing I just remember, your liquid limit, LL values and PIs, plasticity index. Okay, if there is road construction or if there is building construction, please keep the parameters for the soil to remember. CBR value at first, OMC, MDD, percentage compaction, LL that is liquid limit and PIs. ह्या व्हॅल्यूज माहीत असणं किंवा ह्या व्हॅल्यूजचा तुम्हाला अभ्यास असणं गरजेचं आहे. ठीक आहे, कुठलीही साईट कंडिशन ज्यावेळेस साईट तुम्ही चालू करता, रोड असू द्या किंवा बिल्डिंग असू द्या, ह्या गोष्टी खूप महत्त्वाच्या आहेत. त्यानंतर बोरलॉक फॉर दी सबस्ट्रक्चर. ठीक आहे, गरज पडली तर जिथे तुमचं पाईल फाउंडेशन डीप जाते, तुम्ही 10 मीटर 15 मीटर एखादा ब्रिज असेल, ठीक आहे, त्या ठिकाणी. देन टोपोग्राफिकल सर्वे, हॉरिझॉन्टल अँड व्हर्टिकल अलाइनमेंटसाठी टोपोग्राफिकल सर्वे will help you. Just a small relation been expressed over here. Why these surveys we are going to carry out? Because the surveys traffic volume count will help in lane configuration, survey for your soils, that is CBR values, will help in your pavement design. Then existing pavement temperature will help you in the overlay thickness if you are going for that. Then crust thickness, that is again for the design of overlays. Then C value, that is soil parameters, physical and mechanical properties of the soil that is required for the stability of the embankment. Okay, then bore log for the substructure design. Topographic survey will help you in the horizontal and vertical alignment. Okay. So these things you have to focus it as far as your surveys are considered, soil surveys and other parameters are considered. Then the last point that we are going to discuss for the today's lecture is nothing but what is detailed engineering project. Okay, now again I am going to repeat, there is a difference between your detailed project report or daily project report, feasibility studies, and again there is small difference between the detailed engineering project. Okay, so detailed engineering project, it includes the detailed engineering design and preparation of drawings for the construction of roads and structures. DPR is related with already whatever the drawings which you are having and whatever the execution which you have done, that is nothing but the combination. Okay, and what you are going to do in future. Okay, sorry, day wise scheduling. So DPR, daily project report, includes that thing. But in your detailed engineering project, you should focus on the detailed engineering design, preparation of the drawings for that construction of the roads and structures. Okay, so if your site conditions are same, then your design parameters again are same. Then you can use the same design and drawings for the will be used for the construction. Okay. Now for the today's lecture, I will stop here for this particular time up to the detail engineering project. Now, if you are having any doubt, you can ask me what is detail engineering project and whatever the part which we have discussed, why this everything is required. And now I think you will have some idea why traffic lane is required. In your interview, such tricky questions are there. Huh? Why we are going to calculate the traffic lane? So answer is, it will help us for the lane configuration, for the design. Soil CBR directly related with your pavement design. Pavement temperature, existing pavement temperature for the overlay thickness. Okay, because I think you are gone through the rigid pavement design and the difference, warping and stresses which are going to happen, induce in the rigid pavement, correct? In rigid pavement as well as your overlay design, this will help you. Then crust thickness, uppermost part of your road pavement, extent of the overlay, whether overlay is required or not. Then physical and mechanical properties of the soil for the embankment, again for the stability of the embankment as well as for your subgrade soil also it is required. Okay, then board log, that is for the substructure design, topographical survey, that is for the horizontal and vertical alignments. Now if there is any problem in this, please you can ask me the queries, your queries. We have just started with this. I thought this is important for you. You should have some idea about this DPS for the roads, at least for the roads. Okay.
Yeah, so one of the
If you're having any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will start taking your attendance. And if you're having any doubt, meanwhile, also you can ask me. Just a minute. I will note down your attendance. Okay, I have noted your attendance for this particular time. And now, if you're having any doubt, you can ask me. Anyone is having any doubt, you can ask me. So still there is some time so that we can discuss. If there is no doubt, whatever the part which we have discussed today, have you understood it? Is there any doubt in that particular part? Please let me know. समजलंय का सर्वांना? Dear students, is there any doubt so that we will proceed further? Please respond. Shivani, Shweta, प्रमोद प्रमोद अटकळे, समजलाय आजचा भाग? काही शंका आहे याच्यामध्ये? यू कॅन रिस्पॉन्ड इन द चॅट बॉक्स ऑल्सो. आमिर, शुभम विटेकरी, साकिब, प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड. Okay. Have you find somewhat interesting? Because I think this part I haven't taken previously. Okay, what parameters being there in the DPR? I think I haven't taken. That is why I have taken this today, because this is linked with our road projects. And after concluding this, we can go for the BBS preparation. Okay, 12 minutes. So I'm little bit interested in this. So you are having some idea now about. So shall we proceed further? Still we are having few minutes with us. Okay, I will take one point again, one PPT again, because we are having some time with us. Okay, importance now you are having. Okay, detailed project report we are having. Then yes, different surveys required for the detailed engineering projects. What detailed survey that you have to carry out for the road projects? Okay, and one more thing, please remember, everything is related with the preparation of the final BOQ, that is bill of quantity or final estimate. Okay, these detailed projects, based on this only you are going to finalize your project cost and everything, huh? Okay, and the quantity also, quantity of the material, quality of the material, category of the material, and the rate which is required, or the project cost which is required. Based on your surveys only you have to do it, that is, you have to take into the consideration. So as far as these different surveys are considered, already you are familiar, but still I am reminding for repeating for you. First is nothing but a reconnaissance survey, which includes the identifying the location of the borough areas, stone quarries, or the flash. The best meaning of reconnaissance is nothing but the finding out the shortest possible route. Okay, but yes, after finding out the shortest possible route for the road condition, again that you need to identify the location of the borrow pits where you can store your material, stone quarries, म्हणजे खडी तुम्हाला कुठून मिळवता येईल तुमच्या रोड प्रोजेक्टसाठी, खाणी ज्याला म्हणूया, and the flash or any material, it not only restricted to flash only, but any material that you are going to use it. ओके, देन रोड इन्व्हेंटरी. इन्व्हेंटरी म्हणजे जसं मी सांगितलं, आरंभ कुठल्याही गोष्टीचा शुभारंभ करताना कुठल्या कुठल्या रोड इन्व्हेंटरी, कुठले सर्वे केले पाहिजेत. सो रोड इन्व्हेंटरी सर्वे चेकलिस्ट आपण तयार करतोय एक त्याची. पेमेंट कंडिशन सर्वे, inventory survey and inventory and condition survey of the structures, geotechnical investigations. FWD, FWD stands for your falling weight deflectometer. Okay, it is the costliest instrument, I think only in IITs and our CRRI, Central Road Research Institute, and few I think IIT and NITs, they are having this FWD assembly. एक मशीन आहे, गाडी असते जशी तुम्हाला I will share. Have you seen the vehicle which is carrying the money, which they are going to put it in the ATMs? ठीक आहे, that ठीक आहे, स्टारबॉक्स असं काहीतरी केलेलं असतं. So like that vehicle is there and the machine is been attached to that vehicle. Okay, following with deflectometer. So what how does it works? When the I can show you, just remind me, I will show you the picture of that following with deflectometer, and the operation, how it has been there. Okay, I am having some pictures and nice videos how to carry out that following with deflectometer survey. Okay, you just remind me, I will share with you. That FWD is there. Okay, then pavement roughness, bump integrator, we are going to use it, and axle load survey. Okay, so as far as road projects are there, you have to deal with each and everything. Okay, I can share you right now also that FWD. Just give me some time. Where it is? Okay, just give me some time. I will share with everyone. I can show you the picture because I have attended one of the part also. Okay, one webinar I have attended, and here is your for the deflection survey. See, I am not going to discuss this part, but for the deflection survey, Benkelman beam deflectometer and your FWD, falling weight deflectometer, we are going to use IRC codes which are been again mentioned over here, IRC T1 and IRC 115, 170, BBD survey. Okay, Benkelman beam deflection meter, how it has been there. I just want to show, this is the diagram. Okay, for the Benkelman beam deflectometer, I will show you the picture also. Have you seen the picture between the two tires? This machine, this is called as BBD, Benkelman beam deflectometer. Okay, so between these two tires, they are putting this instrument, and they are just measuring the deflection. How to measure the deflection? At a specific interval, they are going to measure the deflection. Okay, the widths are being given where to measure the deflection. uh, you just remind me in our next lecture. See, this is the instrument, you can see the picture, initial reading, then at 2.7 meter, at 9 meter. Okay, they have to take the readings. You just remind me in the next lecture, I will share this PPT also with you. Will have the good idea how these instruments are working. Okay, this is nothing but Benkelman beam deflectometer, and next is your FWD. So you can see this Benkelman beam decloptometer. uh, Next is your FWD. I can just show you the picture. In the next lecture I will discuss this also with you for your additional knowledge. This is the towing FWD machine, as I said earlier. Okay, and this is in vehicle FWD, this machine. Okay, so it will just apply the load on the road, and you will get the deflection which is going to be happened. Okay, here some loading arrangement is there. Okay, so in the next lecture you just remind me, I will tell you in detail. So for this time I will stop here. If anyone is having any doubt, you can ask me. Is there any doubt to anyone regarding today's lecture, regarding any topic which we have discussed? If there is no doubt, I will give you 1 minute again, 1 to 2 minutes. If you are having any doubt, you can put it in the chat box, or you can unmute and you can talk. Is anyone is having any doubt regarding today's discussion? If there is no doubt, no discussion furthermore, then I will stop here for this particular time. Thank you for attending this lecture with the patience. Uh, I will take your leave for this particular time. Goodbye. Have a great day. Goodbye. I will end up.